Dancing with the Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you maybe got a little bit of the short end of the stick with how like you guys, you know, there's a COVID situation.
Okay.
And because I just feel like you guys got a little shafted.
And thoughts on Tyra Banks.
Okay, we can get there. Let's buckle in, baby. Oh my God, somebody, I don't know where I was the other day. I think it was at Peloton, and like we had a members class, so people were in. This lady was like, I love you, and you got robbed on Dancing with the Stars. I was like, no, I didn't. I really didn't. I really didn't. Thank you. That's really kind.
Yeah.
But I did it. And I was happy with third place. Wonderful. Now, do I think that there was some shenanigans like throughout the season? Yes. And
what would those shenanigans be?
So I'm going to like kind of lay it out kind of from my perspective. I don't know if any of this is based in facts. Okay. This is just like my perspective. So I think going into this, the Peloton community really fucking showed up and showed out for me. And when you have like that engaged of an audience and a community that's like willing to come together, it was like such a thing for the Peloton community.
Yeah.
Like everyone was excited about it, and it made me like just like tickled, you know, like I was like, oh, this is so cute. So people like would show this fan base, this community of like 7 million members is showing up, and like either they're watching the show or they're at least like getting on and voting. So I think for the most part, like my votes were in, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
They were like kind of solid.
Yeah.
So I think to make it interesting, they kind of gave me some shitty scores on certain nights where I was just like, I think I did better. I think I did better than that. There were some nights I was like, okay, I'm good with that. But there were certain nights I was like, I think I did a little bit better than
They
that.
were trying to test you. They were trying to push you.
Or like they were trying to make it like, you know, it's a TV show.
Yep.
So they want to add a storyline to it. They want to make it interesting.
They need drama just
There's
as much as any other
always-
show.
There's always a contestant who is expected to be not like to be good, and the judges are deliberately like very hard on for what seems like not no reason, but it's like they all decided like that's going to be the person.
Kind of happened with Charlie this season, like a little bit.
Yeah, Charlie's the exception.
Charlie?
Because she's an absolute dancing
Didn't she
sensation.
Like tens all the time.
Yes,
Like, she was
yes,
like slaying the
yes.
entire
Yeah.
time.
Or who was
But
it where you
no,
were like the
it's-
judges were like,
No, there's always somebody that Carrie Ann's like, I'm giving you a lower score because I think that you're better than that dance, and it's
You're like a fan.
No, I am
No,
a fan.
she's
You're
like,
like a
why I
Dancing with the
haven't
Stars
missed an
girly.
episode
super
in
I
fan.
live.
a decade.
Okay. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so I'm locked in.
Yeah, so I felt like like a little bit of that, but it's
Third place is great.
Yeah.
and like I had some low scores and still never made it to the bottom two.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
that speaks for something.
Yes.
that definitely does.
You
And
know?
now, second question was Tyra.
Yeah, thoughts on Tyra Banks?
I think like okay, the talking about community, like I feel like the Dancing with the Stars community does not like Tyra Banks. Like they don't like her.
Well, this is
She's
the thing.
leading the charge
I
of
like
the Dancing with the
Tyra
Stars
Banks.
community.
You don't like her as the host of
I
Dancing
like
with the
Tyra
Stars.
Banks. I don't like her as the host of the show.
And that's a fair
But
fair
I like-
analogy.
like- I
but
like
her as
Tyra
a
Banks.
person, like she was like, I remember the first week she was like, oh my God, is that Cody Rigsby? I was like, Tyra Banks. Oh my God. And so she was like super sweet, and
We've had her on the show.
Yeah,
she's
great.
She's
Like,
delightful.
we've
she's
talked
so
to her
nice.
multiple times.
she's
But
amazing.
it's
She was
just-
even problematic on. I mean, go back and watch America's Next Top Model.
Oh
Like
my
there are
God.
some problematic
When the
moments.
clips come out
No.
on TikTok, like I've been
Yeah.
seeing them a lot of America's Next Top Model. I'm like,
makes-
how did I watch this show as a kid?
Oh
Like,
my
it's
God.
a
And we
whole
watched it and
different
we were
world.
like,
Yeah.
yes. Like,
Like,
we
oh, I lived and
soaked
died
it
by
all
America's
in
Next
when
Top
we were
Model.
watching it when we were like 12. And
Yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna shave all their heads. Yes.
yeah. And then they're all going to dress as different nationalities.
Do
and,
you?
like, paint
That
their
one
faces.
is really hard to
It's
watch.
like-
That one's really
yeah.
hard to watch. That one's hard to watch. Like,
That
did they
one
make her
came
girl
out
get
again
blackface?
recently. Yes.
Yes.
That
And you
one
know
came
what
out again
sucks?
recently. I was like, oh my
It sucks for that girl that like now has those
Yeah,
pictures
but
forever, and she's like that.
I was
like,
literally kidnapped and forced to
like
do
Tyra
blackface
Banks
for Tyra Banks.
Made me do blackface.
Yeah, like, wow. And also, like, do you want your career or do you want your baby?
I like it's just Tyra lays it on the line, but I don't know. There was just been for me. There's been a few too many like messy hosting moments where I'm like, okay,
Clean it up.
this is. I don't think this is the job for you.
But like, and
But
maybe
they
this
are
is a hot
funny.
topic.
They
Like,
are funny.
I kind of, she either like slayed the outfits or the outfits were like, they were either, oh my God, incredible, or
Yeah.
like, what are we doing?
Yeah, yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
But she's a stunt queen, so I'm here for it. And she's a legend. We can't deny that. And
no, she is. There are times that are funny, right? Like when she fucked up Landon Barker's name multiple times.
Yeah, like she thought she corrected it the next episode, but then just got it wrong again.
And then got it wrong again. And like Kourtney Kardashian's like sitting in the audience, like that's not my son's name, but
and like
those are like funny
Alfonso
moments.
mess up somebody's name, like Shangela's name this year.
Yeah, I think there's always something.
It's live TV. Like what like.
It is.
Excuse always.
But how many times
it's live TV.
can you use the...
I get it.
It's live TV.
My thing is also like, Tyra, girl, you got money. Like, why you gotta...
Right.
What do you need this gig for?
Well, I think she's like retire. An EP too, right? Like,
I'm sure she got those credits.
But she can get money from being
That's what I'm saying. Like, just be the EP.
Y'all would not see me. I would be on an island
I say that
in
all
the
the
sun,
time.
letting my investments like pay my rent. Y'all would not see me hosting a show. I don't know how old is Tyra, like late 40s, 50s. You would not catch, if I had as much money as Tyra Banks, my ass would be on a beach every day of my life, working out, eating right, and not being on social media or in front of a camera. It would not be me.
Right. I don't even know if I'd be working out or eating right. Like I think I would just disappear, just
fat happy.
Yeah.
on a beach.
And just see what happens.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's fair.
What other pop culture moments or things would you say that you're super into right now? Or not into. Like you're seeing something over and over again and you're just like, I'm really not into this. Let's stop.
Oh, wow. That's really, I feel, like I'm 35. I'm 35. And like, it's a weird generation to be in because like we didn't have the internet and then we grew up with the internet. Like it came into our lives. Whereas like younger people have had like the internet like almost their entire life. So like things and trends on TikTok, I'm still like, some of them are like, a little side eye to me.
Yeah.
Or like that whole one during the Christmas where they're like, so-and-so's dead at this age. I'm like, y'all don't fuck around with that energy. Do not fuck
agree
around.
with that.
I
didn't
like
that. Is
Andy Cohen
dark-sided.
like
I do not like
dark-sided
that
energy.
stuff.
And then all these people at the end of the year started dying one after the other. But that I feel like that happens every year.
It's one. It always does. That is true. But I do think that trend has happened before. It gets fucked up when people do older people. Like it was like, okay,
that's
well,
okay.
they're not okay, but it's like they're
gonna die soon,
old,
so it's okay.
But it was just like
it's like Vanessa Hudgens.
You could be like, oh, they're old.
COVID when she was like,
people are gonna die.
People are gonna die.
You have to get over it.
People die every day. But no, old people, like it was more of a believable thing that wouldn't necessarily, it'd be sad.
Yeah.
But it's like when people are like, Mom, oh my God. Like I saw one that was a girl said like, I mean, Bon Jovi isn't young, but like Bon Jovi died. Like it was like clearly mom loves Bon Jovi, and it's like, and
do you know how much my mom loves Bon Jovi?
Like, my mom too.
Like
it would have to be a tragedy. Like he's ill or there was an accident.
Yeah.
Like it's so
exactly.
It's like people were doing Taylor Swift. People were doing like Kourtney and like the Kardashians. People were doing like where people are young. And it's like, oh, that you're really putting out bad energy for young people. No, I don't like.
It's a no for me.
No,
that stuff scares me.
And I think it was what Andy had said too on Watch What Happens Live. He's like, I don't want to know how people are reacting to me dying. Like I don't want to see people hear that I died.
No.
Like I just want to die and then I'm dead.
Let's leave it for the afterlife.
Exactly.
Yeah. No.
Like really? Yeah. or people who are like,
you had it coming.
All right, sure. Like, okay. Well, that one didn't get posted because it wouldn't be as dramatic. But we know you ride or die for Britney, and Britney's been a hot topic.
I know.
Are you pro or against the husband?
I'm pro.
Pro? Okay. Some people.
First of all, he's hot as fuck.
That's true. He is.
Even if she's only getting that,
but that has been like
once
low
a month,
key.
Congratulations, babe.
It's been a low key conspiracy that he's like.
Yeah, I can't figure it out.
That he like controls
I have
all of her shit, and then he always doesn't. But I don't really buy into like the really deep Britney. All those deep Britney conspiracies are too. It's just too much.
It's too messy, and like how you don't know, and like you just don't. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah.